SpaceMonki, a creative space for learning.
Hello guys, welcome to SpaceMonki. I know it's been a minute, but today we are going to learn something very nice. We are going to be working on an exam boot, but this particular exhibition boot would shape your skills basically, and then you're going to learn some new things. Yeah, so I am going to split this particular exhibition boot tutorial into about 4 sections, and then the first thing we are going to do is to create the shapes that we have here, and then we start placing assets, lightings, and texturing before we render. So this particular tutorial builds your confidence in terms of working with cubes and polygons, because we will be doing something with this particular structure we have here. You can see it's quite an irregular structure that we have here, and then something like this. Like they are all irregular structures basically. So, and then the shape, the curved part we have. I'm going to show you how to achieve things like this easily instead of avoiding without stress, and then we can go ahead and you see those lightning behind the artwork, so we have there like that. Yeah, so without any further ado, I think we should just proceed to it. So let's start this. So starting from the floor, going to use the flooring like right here, and from the look of what we have here, I think this floor should be about 12 feet wide, and then the depth is about 15 feet. Yeah. The height is 5 inches. Yeah, 12 feet wide, and that's 15 feet. Okay, so that's settles that. So the next thing we'll be looking how before that, I would want us to handle this shape here, this curved shape we have here. That's what we're doing next, because it's also part of the floor. It's like an repeated floor from this part. So I think the space we have here should be about it's about half of this, so it's going to be about 6 feet. I think it's about half of this thing. It's about 7.5 feet actually. Yeah, 7.5 feet. So do that. Let's 2 feet up. That's 7.5 feet. We adjust it, we move it to the back. It is. To be very sure it's laying properly, you can take it through this process. It's actually this way. Yeah, that's settled. Okay. So we're going to make it curved at this point here, up onto. So the dimension from here to this point should be, I think, about 2 feet. From here to here, this is about 2 feet. So what I will do other measurement is this, and then we'll take this to 2 feet. This is one of the shortest way of taking some measurements. Just need to, for easy measuring. Okay, so actually I'll do 2.5. Yeah. So this way you get 2.5, and then as you can see, we need a curve at this point. So I'm going to put this to it should be about, let's see, 5 feet. Yeah, I think this should be about 5 feet, 5 to 6 feet. Oh, we'll do 5 feet. Let's do 5 feet. Got that, and then put it 5 feet. Getting this. So we move this towards the edge. So you see why would get to know why we have this one. In a moment. Let's make sure it's to the edge there. Yeah. Okay. So now this is where it gets tricky. I'm going to pick the edge, and I'm going to pick the loop cut. So I'll cut. I'm going to cut through that line. If you're cutting, well, for the loop cut, you can decide to use the knife cut and the loop cut. They both have a little difference in their function. Here, but we'll just stick with the loop cut for now, and then we'll cut through here as well. Okay. Oh, sorry, the necessary denominator to cut through that point. Here. Okay, so we're basically trying to create points for us to get the curved spots here. Okay. So I'm going to do this at this point here, and at this point here. I'm going to pick this tool we have here at the left, Bevel. If you don't have it in your own C4D, you can basically just right click on this thing and then you click Bevel. You just leave the shortcut MS. We did this. Oh, okay, sorry. It's not giving me a perfect curve. Why? Because we keep our subdivision at 0. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to increase that subdivision to about 6, and then we'll try this again. Yeah, now we have our perfect part, right? Yes. So don't get me wrong, there are about 2 or 3 different ways of getting this curve. One other way you can get the curve is by using your spline to trace this and then extruding. I can make another video that will talk about using splines. I think for this one, this is sorted because I don't want to make the video too long. Each video I want to make it as short as possible, and so we can get the lessons quickly and easy. Okay, so I think there's a light here that runs through. Yeah, so that's pretty easy to do. It's something very easy to do, and I'm going to show you how that is done now. So I just select the design, hold down my shift, and run through the polygon's face. That is done. So I'm going to select this tool to create an inset, and then we do that. You can see we have an inset right. So that is where we are going to have our light. And if you ask me, I think we should reduce the height of this part a little. Yeah, we should reduce it a little. So maybe about 3 inches. Okay. Alright, I think we're done. Perfect. So we move to the next one. I'm going to use the cube again. Just you notice I keep converting from the cube to an object for me to edit them easily. Because if you don't convert them, I need to convert make editable rather. If I don't make them editable, it will be difficult for me to cut through or work. Let me go back. See, now it's not editable. I click the edge tool. You can see this have become blank because they are currently not editable. So I need to make them editable by either pressing C on my keyboard. I'll right click. Sorry, I'll right click and then make editable. So that's how you do that. So I'll do interfit, and with that, I think it's just the board about what's in each of them. So I want a height of 10 feet. Okay, so height is 10 feet that way. And so next thing we'll create is this shape here. Let's see how that shape is made properly. Right, so we have it on the box here smooth, but here it creates a bend downwards. So to do that, it's pretty easy. We just got to hit this one, pull it backwards, and then pull it this way. Let's see. Okay. Doesn't match on this part. Right. Looks good. And then to a certain level, we are going to cut through. Pull this one backwards and pull this forward. So it's basically just going to repeat the same process we did earlier. So I think it matches the width up there. This is about 4 feet. Okay, so we basically just do this for this earlier. Go to our bevel of 6 there, and then we find it. I think we have those sometimes complete those genetic possibilities. Hold on. Just have to blend it a little. From that shape. Alright, nice. We got that working. Let's see, it seems there's a light there. We have a light here. Because it's looking like there's a strip light running through that part. There's a light there. Let's give it this lightning. So we can create a strip light effect there. It's quite easy to do, but we won't start that now. We will work on this light in another section of the video like I promised. So I think we should work on this now, which is not, it's quite easy. Or we can take this one out and then use this again. Just duplicate. Just hold down your Ctrl P and drag down. Alright. So at this point, I think we need to save our file because, like I said, I hate losing projects. You should learn to always save. Okay. So we're done saving, and so. I'll pull this out. One good thing I like about this process of modeling is it's easy to adjust things. So I need to pull this point because I want to pull it forward a little bit more. Looking like we have short space there. Okay, awesome. We got that right. So I would pull this backward. Make sure when you're trying to select and about this particular visible only is unchecked rather. So that's the way you can get a good selection. Things to make sure that's flush. Okay. And this one goes back. It's too much. Alright. So see that at this point there is a cutout from the shape. That's at this point. and we are going to do exactly the same. Yeah, at that point it goes down like there's a door there. Okay, so let's just do exactly the same. And how do we achieve that? We duplicate this and we change the depth to inches to stay with our outer access. Now we create the other parts that is needed. And then that I will need to reduce this. So we'll do this. So get what we want. Bevel this point. Just like it's beveled. I think the bevel we have here is too much. Just a little. Yeah. So this part. Let's switch to view so I can cut better to click the edge and select the inner polygon. Okay, so I'm going to use the knife tool here. I'm going to remove this visible so I can cut through. Holding down my shift to keep the line straight. You can clearly see, because I took out the visible one, the knife tool cut through the entire body. If I had not taken that out, it would not have. So I'm going to take this part of the cube the polygon rather. So that is inside. Let's use our to get it straight. Alright, I think we have it straight. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so now we would create an inset. Alright, so we have that shape formed, and we're left with one big shape, and then that's this that we have here. So I'll show you how to do that now. It's pretty easy. Have this pull box this point. You can see how easy it is working with polygons, like manipulating polygons to get what you want. It's pretty easy. I love modeling this way instead of combining different fields together in too many complicated ways. Okay, so first of I think we need this one. There's a little lift from the little lift, and I need this one to start from. Okay. Also, I want to confirm depth of the board behind. Okay. I think that's it. Right. So what we have here, it's pretty simple. It's not difficult. Sorry about that. Okay, so like I said, it's not difficult. Just takes working with the proper skill, like doing the right thing actually to get what you want to achieve. And so I am going to go back to our loop cut. Okay, what's that? Okay, and then the loop cut there. Perfect. Yeah. And then I have a cut here as well. Okay. I'll move this one a little bit further. I just double click on it to select. Alright, so we move to the next phase, which is selecting the polygon face, and then we create our inset again. You notice we're using inset more on this project. Yeah. Okay, so before we proceed, need to move this to level down space there. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so what we're doing next is pretty simple. Okay. Pulling this inside. Alright, so pulling that inside, and then sorry, I want to make sure it's not going too far. Yeah, okay. See that way. Yeah, I like see it that way. All right. We already settled one. Now we have one to settle. And it's, okay. So, all right. I want to see from one view. Let's see. Okay. Going to pull this. Yeah. First, trying to pull this. Now you can select the visible one because I do not want it to select the back ones as well. So I can just open this way and then select that. So we are only selecting these two. Then I'm pulling it. Hold on. Pulling it a little backwards. Yeah, just like that. Not too much, just a little, because we'll still pull this forward. So there's a trick I want to play here now, and it involves taking out this pass. So I'm going to hit the delete button. Just follow me and watch me do this. So I might need to take this out a little now, and so I'll take this part out also. Okay, so I'm deleting this part. It's in that part as well. Alright, so that's done. Now we need to make sure they are leveled, and there's one very easy way to do that. Quite easy. Is by selecting this. I'm going to take out the visible only now because I need all of them to be on the same level. So what I'll do is just come here. You notice while I am adjusting, this particular spot here is changing. So I just go there and then 0. Voila, it's level. So that is settled, and then we need I think we need a curve at the top there. Alright, we need a curve at the top there, which we will do and achieve that easily. Click that end. It's always easy to forget some edges when we're trying to create the bevel. Just make sure you select the right spots, and then we do that as it is needed. Yeah, that way. So put this back. And sorry, I need to show you one more thing before I forget. I need to close these holes here. You can see the holes at the bottom here. I don't think it's actually very quite necessary, but I like to do it just to show you guys some other tricks I like to do. So we are going to select our polygon pen tool and we're going to start drawing. On that space, click those lines right there, and double click. Yeah, so yeah, double click. Yeah, so we have that covered. You can see this place is covered, that spot is covered, so we have one more spot to cover, and I will do that easily as well. Right, then double click. Yeah, okay, so all right, we have this well structured. Then we need to bring it down a bit so it flushes. All right, so here we need to create a little bevel effect here as well to give that a curved part here. If you that curved part here, I'm going to do that as well. Okay, so we got that going well, and I'm going to pull this up to where it should be. It is a little behind this line. All right, so then we have that, and I'll pull this in. Oh, okay, sorry, we must have mistaken something. Okay, so I think I selected the other end together with this part, so I am pulling it right here now. Let's see if they follow the same line. I think they do. Together with this what we have here, I think they do. So I'm pulling this one in further to give that good curved effect. I think it's too much. It's too much. Okay. Yeah. I think we're good at that point. Right. So we also have a bend there to work with. I think that bend is speaking. Sorry. So work that. Okay, that's cool. That's okay for what we need to do. And then I am going to have to take this part out because we don't want it to clash with this one here. So we will have to rework this. It's not that difficult. I'll show you. Just have to do this again. Okay, so that is closed. This sorry, there's some parts. Okay, so this comes first. Yeah, that was it. So I'll delete this and take that part again, so that your polygon is perfect. You want a perfect polygon to do just where you need, and that's this. Okay, now we're right where we want to be. We have one more thing left. Right, just one more thing. Here, I need to create an inset. Yeah. You can see what I mean. I need to create that, and I need it to, I think the case came off, and there's something I'll do to bring this together. Oh, sorry, we are going to do it again. Show it again because we did not select this other part. We were supposed to select that part, so let's take that again. Okay, exactly. So we'll do this towards this part. Well, set it to the middle. Do the same thing here. You see why we need to do that very shortly. Okay, so I want to make sure these parts are all level. Don't want one part more than the other part. So changing that area again, so we have them at the same height. That's also the only reason I'm doing that there. And here we'll do something wonderful here. I'll put this part and this part towards the end here, because I need them right there. Yeah, and then for this part and this part, I need them to be here. The best way to achieve that is using you can use the slide tool, so that we don't lose the width we have here. So I'm going to the slide tool. See? I think it's still not. Or we'll do it this way then. Let's just do it this way. Yep. To the floor. And then pick this tool to reduce this level now. So now we pick this part and this part, we'll bring them together. Just pull there and delete. So now it's even easier. I'm going to delete this part as well because we do not need it anymore. Exactly. And these two shapes here, we need them together. So to get them together, I will be stitching and sewing to form one edge, and then I will dissolve. So we have no line there right now, as you can see, and I'll pull this up. And we use our close polygon, close this, and then close that. So I can take out this line to prevent dissolve. It's not needed. So we have the shape set, like we have it right there. But I think it looks narrow, right, guys? I think we need to increase the width. It looks wider. Yeah, we'll do just that, because I'm going to make this. Okay, so we'll increase this width to 14 feet. Yeah, and okay, so I'm going to reduce this as well. Okay. Let's should go for that. Archviz. Yeah. So we've increased that width. I think we need to increase the depth as well by, let's say, 20. Because yeah, if it increases, the depth should also increase. Okay, so I think we have a shape. Now we'll start on the next one. You can join me on the next video where I will be placing the assets. We would place this asset, the reception desk, this one, and then the chairs inside the furnitures, the meeting chairs, all that. And then we would also be placing the TVs, the displays, and all that assets right there. So just join me in the next video. Follow the playlist.